with Treaty United manager Tommy Barrett ahead of Friday night's game with Bray Wanderers. I suppose, first of all, Tommy, if you look back on last Friday against Cabinteely, your second league defeat of the season, was it a frustrating game from your point of view?
Yeah, probably. Look, we had a few chances. They probably deserved it for a finish. Maybe we could have got a draw out of it. But that second goal kills us. We almost scored to make it 2-1. They went up the field on the counter-attack and scored. So, we never really looked this out the game well. We never really looked like scoring after that. And they probably deserved it for a finish.
We're now 1/3 of the way through the season. You've played every team. So just first of all, how would you assess the first division as a whole, and also how you've managed those first 9 games?
Yeah, probably no different than we expected. Really, we expected every game to be a battle, and it has. We've been, the 2 games we lost within a goal. All the other games we either won with a goal or drew. So it's very, very close. And even the bottom team, you can see it there. Wexford, for example, lost the last 2 or 3 games by a goal to nil against the top teams in Galway and Bray and that. So it's a really close division, and where you could finish anywhere between 3rd and 10th. But by looking at it, there's only 3 points between us and second, I think. So we'll just continue as we're going, take it game by game, and hopefully we can get a result against Bray.
Do you think at this stage Shells deserve to be favourites in terms of potential league winners at this stage?
Well, I think they are favourites. They've shown that they have the squad, and they can manage probably and cope with the injuries better than most. And they have players that they can bring on that can impact games and score goals and win games for them.
Like you mentioned there, you're only a win off second. I think the top 5 will be involved in the promotion playoffs. So there's a huge amount to play for, isn't there, over the remainder of the season, obviously? Yeah,
there is, but look, like that, you can go from 4th to 7th very quickly, and if it continues in that vein, as we said, you could finish 5th or you could finish 9th, so or 8th anyway, certainly. So if it keeps going the way it's going, so we're not looking at that again, because again we're only a third of the way through, so it's very, very early. But I suppose if you give us a start of the season that we're level on points with Galway at this stage of the season, we take it.
And Tommy, you have a break after Friday, will you? Is that something you'll welcome in terms of, players needing a rest at this stage?
Yeah, we do. We massively need a rest. We have a lot of players carrying knocks in the last few weeks, and we don't want to make too many excuses, but they're feeling it now, and we've lads playing through injuries as well, and they need a break, and we're probably going to be missing. Look, we hadn't got a full squad to choose from yet. There's lads out long-term injury. Conor Melody, Joe Collins has been out for a long time, even though he's back the last few weeks. Mark Walsh is out. Dean George we haven't really seen, bar 1 or 2 games, and we don't expect to see him for another couple of weeks. And we probably have another couple out this week in Sean McSweeney and Clyde O'Connell, not looking great,
Obviously, you play Bray on Friday. That was the game that kicked it all off, I suppose, up in the Carlisle grounds in March. I suppose it's an important game. It would be great to finish off this section of the season with a win, wouldn't it, going into that break?
It would, but it'd be a really difficult task for us. They've only lost 1 game all year. They're a real good, solid side, defensive side. They're finding the rhythm now. Even from an attacking point of view, they're starting to score a few goals. They're getting their players back. They've got better, but look, so have we. And if we play to our full potential, we can get a result for sure.
And your home record, even without supporters, has been excellent. That's something you'd like to continue, obviously.
Definitely, yeah. We're looking, our way. We need to get better. Obviously, we've only the 3 draws, but we've played all the top teams away from home, and the fixtures haven't really been kind to us that way. We've the top teams twice. The so-called top teams anyway. Certainly with the Galways, Brays, UCDs, and Shells, we have both of them twice away, which will be really difficult for us, and only the once at home. So, but look, we hope to continue in that vein for sure.
Just actually tell me about Chidozie Agbene yesterday. The news that he'd been called into the Ireland senior squad, and obviously he played for Limerick FC for a season. Just your thoughts on him as a player and that, and it's a massive honour for him, isn't it, to get into Stephen Kenny's squad?
Yeah, look, he's a superb athlete. First and foremost, he's I remember him even from the under-19s playing against Cork City, and and seeing him training with Limerick FC. His attitude was always top class, and he always wanted to work hard, and he was willing to learn. And I think you know, his pace and obviously and his athleticism were his biggest assets at the time. But even I went to watch him actually a couple of years ago with Brentford. Time he was with Brentford against Preston, but he actually didn't get on the pitch the same day. But he, you know, I was talking to him afterwards. And he was saying like how, you know, the difference in standard it was, but that was his goal, to get an international cap and maybe to move up to divisions. But he certainly is a top class young man in how he you know, he's a professional. He's a proper professional, and he lives his life right, and he on and off the pitch he does things right, you know, and he's a gentleman as well. So, you know, I couldn't be happier for him.
Do you think he can inspire another new generation of young schoolboys in Limerick and in the Midwest region who might be able to follow on and make an impression?
Yeah, look, why not? You know, we have a few lads now. You know, Paddy O'Connor has had a great season as well. You know, and those like lads have to be role models for the likes of young footballers, young aspiring footballers. And it's, you know, hopefully to see it's not all about the Premier League. And that, you know, there's other divisions in England and further beyond as well that you can, and certainly in League of Ireland, you know, there's a few League of Ireland boys calling into it as well, which is great. I think it's fantastic for them. I think you know, that League of Ireland players getting recognised is also fantastic, you know.